and generous people who are willing to work hard and sacrifice for future generations. And I was convinced that when we come together, our voices are more powerful than the most entrenched lies, or the most vicious political attacks, or the full force of the status quo in Washington that wants to keep things just the way they are. And 21 months later, my faith in the American people has been vindicated. That's how we've come so far, how we've come so close because of you. That's how we're going to change this country, with your help. And that's why we can't afford to slow down or sit back or let up 1 day, 1 minute, 1 second in this last week. Not now, not when there's so much at stake, not when the issues we face are so important to this country. We're in the middle of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. 760,000 workers have lost their jobs since the beginning of this year. Families and businesses can't get credit. Home values are plummeting. Pensions are disappearing. Wages are lower than they've been in a decade. At a time when the costs of everything, from health care to college to food, have all skyrocketed. Got an amen there. By the way, if you guys want to sit down, I won't be insulted. At a moment like this, the last thing we can afford is 4 more years of the time